could be the choice here. It is the hover. Will it be the lock-in? Yes, it will be. GP into Renekton in the top lane. Into Renekton Nidalee, I should say.
You know, I like the champs. I like some of the champs D+ have. I don't see it meshing together so well.
Let's see how it goes. Game 3, Gen G, D+ Kia. You know, they stopped the record. They made their own
it's just like,
piece of history.
You know when you watch a typical blockbuster film?
Yeah.
Starts off all pleasant, and Showmaker ults on top of him. I think he just dies. Oh, also Showmaker going Presence of Mind cut down on the Ziggs. I'm a big fan of this. That being said, I think they might just be sending Pays back to pick it up, like they've navigated the lane.
They say no, and that's a handshake. Pays will be kept around for now.
A recall for you. I feel like this is something Gen G have been very good at, honestly, since MSI. And I think that bot lane has been playing so much better, basically MSI onwards, 2 or 3 minutes. I feel like T1 being your big domestic rivals definitely forces you to innovate in how to deal with brutal bot lanes.
Or you got to pick something with a lot of CC in the top lane that wasn't banned.
It kind of feels like that sort of solo queue draft where everyone's thinking about their matchup and what is best for their matchup and not about the composition as a whole. Whereas Gen G is very clear. I mean, he's got some good wave clear. Nidalee's there as well to give cover.
If Kalista tries to get anything going with it, speaking of which, just going to press R here as the Cannon Barrage comes down, but do they care is the question. That's the RNG, and actually now King is totally fine. A lot of damage already done to Lehends as now the Ziggs bomb from downtown. Showmaker going to pick up the kill.
Easiest gank ever from Showmaker. Walks a couple of steps and just grabs that cleanup. But ambitious dive. But they don't continue the dive until they die to a Ziggs ult.
Yeah. That's true. Now we're getting a little 1v1 here between Lucid and Canyon. Lucid in a bit of trouble, though. Maybe not expecting this. Has to flash away. Meanwhile, Showmaker kind of getting into the thick of it. As, the sapling and a force fade's call. And Aiming's like, man, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Backing. Extremely good. Throw down a satchel. Say goodbye. Throw down some mines. Now, we do have a lot of grubs going the way of Gen G. Looks like they will.
Wait. He's... You know...
Meanwhile, Lehends is probably dead. He is very alone on the bottom side. Honestly, okay, well, they have the TP, so now they have to back away. So that's just a turret going the way of Gen G. Meanwhile, DK not able to get too much else just yet.
Yeah, and I feel like one of the hallmarks of teams playing around Ziggs well is how often they can get them to contribute towards towers. That tower bot is so close to being taken down.
Kind of like when GP, I'm going to have to hold that thought, as thrown over the roots, but still going to get rooted, as Lehends is in a bit of trouble, but does have Flash. Can he get away from all of the stuff that DK is using? He's just going to accept his fate, it looks like, as a bunch of damage is done to Kellen, but he just sidesteps the Senna ult.
Easy as that.
And a nice little gank comes in for DK.
Yeah, good play. And Gen G don't really have opportunity to do anything in return.
Yeah.
Grubs in a wave. They should just be able to get this.
This is what I was worried about. I mean, it comes very late, but it's still Renekton Nidalee. Now, you didn't have to dive as Ziggs ult was coming in, but you push him away, you get the turret. It's still the goal you were looking for.
Yeah, Ziggs doing as much as he can to prevent these pushes in the side lanes, but unfortunately doesn't prevent the tower going down. You are our late game carry.
That's the thing. I mean, on both sides you have a lot of scaling and then also stuff that works really well early on. On the side of Gen G, it's Renekton Nidalee. Obviously, on the side of DK, it's Kalista Renata.
You can't force someone to do that.
And that's why Pays is the GOAT. Now, little fight actually brewing up here, and they have Maokai, so you press R, you enable your Nidalee. It's all the stuff we talked about. The Renata ult does come out, but Kellen's just dead. TP comes out here from the side of King, and they're trying to get on top of Keen, and they will get the reset. Lucid, little angle for him, as now the barrel's going to be hitting this front line, Lehends. Though, not going to be fully committed to, as Chovy is barreling up the river. But Showmaker also did TP for just that tree.
Some interesting camera angles. This tower's going to go down. 6 point drops does that.
Oh boy, and look at this.
Man.
Gonna be Eagle caught as Chovy just gonna put him down. And no chance, no redemption for him. And Kellen's just on the run. He might get the little disengage cone, but I mean, kind of still on the chase here. We got a root coming in, but nice fancy feet from the side of Kellen to get himself out of dodge.
Doesn't even have to burn flash, you know. I think Kellen was always getting out with the flash, but the fact that it doesn't have to burn it is pretty big there.
but now they have to back, and Kellen's almost dead.
Oh, hit the engage.
The engage Renata, here it is! The flash on in, and they actually take 2 of them as Gen.G are caught totally off guard, but now the 3v5 being fought here by the side of Gen.G. Couple of kills go their way as they take down the bottom lane, and now the sweep gets Lucid as well. Gen.G, they say 3v5, no problem.
It wasn't even a 3v5, Lance just didn't do anything. It was like a 2v5.
He was there, he was helping.
They just smoked them. 3 full items in the bag.
Yeah. I mean, you reserved counterpick. The issue is that, oh, we have Keenan actually an awkward spot here, but who's trapped in with who is always the question. Another Nature's Grasp is going to come in, and you know what? Kellen's just dead. He's not able to do much. He doesn't have the hostile takeover either.
I found it so funny that like aiming, like he like hesitated there. He was like, well, should I stay and help you? And it was just like, you can't help him. Just let him go.
Yeah, Lucid's zoned away from the pit. Can't do anything. It's a relatively slow Baron with only 2 people hitting it, but it's still enough to zone them away. Lahen's throwing in some saplings as well, and some poke over the wall from Canyon might just be enough. And DK, they're just going to say, nope. They send it to Ziggs ult, but it's not going to be enough. As Smite comes in, well, Diblaskia, they got to fight over the streak. They can't let Hextech Soul entirely go over for free like the last couple of Drakes, but now Kellen's caught out. Doesn't have Flash, he does have Fate's Call, but the poke is coming in, the Nature's Grasp as well, and now Kellen is dead again, and in goes the Nidalee. Canyon's got Zonya's, as the counter barrage is on top of everyone rather, they're just jumping on barrels, and it doesn't seem to matter.
That was certainly a choice of the direction you could go. You know, if you think of 360 degrees,
yeah,
there's like a 30-degree angle I wouldn't have gone in, and he opted for that one. Big damage on Pace. There it is!
Oh, here it is! The combo. Well, it's at least 1 circle on top of him. Chovy goes into Zonius himself. He's in some trouble, but he gets the divide, and it doesn't matter, as he will go down the handshake on the Keen. He's in trouble. This is the comeback angle for DK. They're going to get the streak as well, and they're looking for more. The scraps. Lahen's. He's going to buy some time as he runs away, but he is definitely dead. Who do you give the kill to? GP or Ziggs? Ziggs, I guess.
It's just Ziggs, sorry. Why did I say GP? Of course it's Ziggs. I'm a Ziggs player. And there's not much as the mobile pick you can do against Ziggs ult or GP. Well, I mean, it wasn't even GP ult, but yeah. Yeah,
no, just a barrel. And King is dead. He is trying to trade one back, though. He nearly does. Jeez, man, he's got some damage himself. Now with 3 items. Finished off for this GP. And you see the position right now. I mean, DK, they're trying to get vision in this pit. They can't exactly do that. Now Kingan's in a really awkward spot. He's got some barrels, but it's going to be denied. And the rest of the team is just being zoned away. Fate's Call already used. Now they're trying to turn on to Keen as the flash handshake is just going to go wide. The flash stun from Viego, also not great. But now Canyon and a massive hostile takeover. But this is a very broken up fight. The Ziggs is alone. Canyon survives. Down will go Showmaker as Keen gets a kill. And that is going to be huge for the side of Gen.G. You see the scraps of DK just running away, and Chovy is looking to join up.
Get him out!
Oh, God. He is dead. Aiming is dead as well, and there's just no hope for these guys. Kingen on the run. The TP into the bottom lane. They want to end the game now.
Yep, they want to close this one out. Looks like Gen.G will not lose a series today. Their game streak was broken.
TP into the base.
No, it's gonna get cancelled.
Oh!
Actually, that's enough.
That saves the game, I think.
That actually saves the game. The wave's small. I'm not certain Chovy could end. I just don't even know how you approach. No flash and Paze, though. Maybe the science experiment needs to go now.
They're going to have to throw something into that pit, as they don't have any vision, and they're not going to throw anything into the pits. They'll just hold on to their ults. Save it for next game, I guess.
Yeah, I think they really need to get the Edge of Night shield off Paze. Ludens is a good way to get the Edge of Night. We've seen it before, but if you know, maybe an angle here. There we go. It's down.
They got it.
I think now you just send the ults if he steps up slightly.
If you weren't going to use it on the Baron, you have to use it to save your base. And that they will. Here it comes. Oh, look at the damage! Oh, he gets the heal, though. And with Canyon there, he is going to be okay. But look at Kellen. He's nearly dead. And Lahench gets over the wall. The Fate's Call has to be used. Meanwhile, Keen wasn't even there. He's just taking the base. Doesn't care about the kids that are fighting. And now he's looking to fight himself. A lot of low health bars on his team, but man, the damage out of this team is just insane right now as Keen gets into the back line, assassinates the Ziggs, and Keen is unstoppable in this game. And he will take them down, picks up a triple kill, and that will do it. Gen G, they lose one game, but their series streak has not ended as they move on to 10-0. I don't think Canyon had a bad game or anything like that, but either way, Gen G eventually get across the line.